Hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing a recent event that's happened in the crypto space and my personal experiences with crypto. Before we get started though, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment down below. Now, OKEX exchange has suspended customer withdrawals due to one of their private key holders being held by Chinese police. Now, this is raising red flags for me. In my experience, I've seen the Mt. Gox exchange shut down and the owner walked out with a whole bunch of customer funds. I've also seen other exchanges such as Binance lose customer funds due to quote unquote hack. Now, what this means, or what I see in the future, customers may or may not get their funds back. This is just 50-50. Just in over time, like in the space, I've seen exchanges walk out with a whole bunch of customer funds. It could be an inside job or an actual group of hackers or a hacker, comes in, takes ownership of the private key of the exchange, and withdraws Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or any other coin that they're looking to get. Now, which is really important for us to have our coins in our own possession. It is never okay to have all your funds on an exchange, because when an event like this happens, your funds will be stuck for a while and could be susceptible to attacks, and thus leaving you with no funds. And yeah, also, the CEO of OKEX has tweeted out on the 15th of October, all operations OKEX exchange except digital asset cryptocurrency withdrawals remain unaffected. All your funds, and assets are safe. Now, are they really safe? We do not know. Hopefully they give back everyone's coins, because I know every single one of you guys work hard to earn your coins. And I'm going to show you guys a little PowerPoint in a bit. There's this little art or website I found. It gives you a list of exchanges that got hacked. And one that really got me going. Let's see, I'll scroll down. Let's see. Quadriga. Now, the funny thing about Quadriga is the owner of the exchange was pretty much running it off of a laptop. And so what this guy did, he faked his death, apparently, or he apparently died. It says on his death certificate, or fake death certificate. Apparently he passed away and customer funds have been withdrawn. And I remember signing about the site a few weeks before this happened. I thank goodness that I didn't do that. This man has walked away with 26,350 Bitcoin and also roughly 200,000 Litecoin, and I like to say over 80,000 worth of Ethereum. And don't quote me on that about the Ethereum part. But yeah, this man has probably walked away on a private island and just enjoying life with customer funds. Now, to prevent this from happening, it's always best to store your funds on a hardware wallet such as a Ledger, Trezor, or a Lepal wallet. I'll leave the links to each of those hardware wallets down below. I'm not endorsed by them. It's just what I use on a day-to-day basis, and I wouldn't recommend that I don't use to my viewers and my subscribers. Yeah, and let me open up this PowerPoint. Now, to explain on how these exchanges work. So right here we have an exchange, and every exchange, they hold the private keys, customer funds, that allows you to send your crypto. Now, every time you send your Bitcoin out, you pretty much get permission from the exchange to do so. Now, if they're low on funds, they might do suspend customer withdrawals until they have enough funds. So here's an example right here. We got customer 1 through 5, and each customer is holding a certain amount of Bitcoin. Now, some may hold more than others. So let's say customer 3 wants to withdraw their Bitcoin, but the exchange may not have his 14 Bitcoin, so they're gonna borrow some of the Bitcoin from other customers to be able to give it to that person, so they're able to walk out with it. I'm sorry, for some reason I cannot speak. Now, think of exchanges sort of like a bank. You have credit with the bank. If you try withdrawing, let's say $50,000, they're not going to give it to you the same day. You may have to do a money order, and which is pretty scary, especially if you have a whole bunch of money on these exchanges, because at any given moment, an inside job could happen, or a government entity could shut down an exchange and demand the private keys, and which it could take you a really, really long time, if not never, to receive your funds. And yeah, and so going back to the diagram, each of these wallets, it's connected to the private key, and with this private key, whoever has it, they're able to send or spend your funds. So if you guys haven't seen my video when I created or how to create a Theta wallet, every time you create a wallet, it should give you your private keys. Now, those keys are for your eyes only. No one else should be able to see them. Be sure to hide them, store them away, because the moment that someone else sees it, your funds will be gone. They'll walk out with it. So on to slide 2. So any group or entity of hackers, a person from the inside or government, if they ever have access to the key to your Bitcoin or other crypto wallets, they're able to walk out with your money. Now, to an explanation of how a Bitcoin wallet works, or how a crypto wallet works, you're given a public key and a private key. Now, the difference between the two is your public key, you're able to display this to the public and have it posted on let's say your YouTube channel or your Twitter, and anyone around the world can copy and paste this address and send you Bitcoin. Now, what allows you to send the funds is your private key. Your private key allows you to send your crypto from one wallet to another user or another wallet. It is really important that you're in control of these keys, because the moment that you're not, someone could potentially walk out with it. And whoever has the keys has a say-so on if you can move your funds. So some best practices that I do is move your funds onto a hardware wallet, Ledger, Trezor, LPAL wallet. If needed, keep a small amount of crypto on exchanges. If you're going to be trading or exchanging your crypto for another crypto. Also use Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator, what it is if you download the app on Android or iOS, you're going to be linking, let's just say, for example, a Binance account or a Coinbase account to that Google Authenticator. So every time you sign in, it'll generate you a code that needs to be typed in order to log into your account. What this is, it pretty much prevents, if you're being personally targeted, it prevents the attacker to access your funds. Now, if the exchange gets hacked and they access the private keys, This negates the Google Authenticator. Also, never share your private keys with anyone. And I cannot stress this enough. Please do not share this with anyone. Have it written on multiple sheets of paper. Make sure it's not stored on the internet, because the moment that it does, you could be susceptible to your funds being stolen. Also, have access to multiple exchanges, just in case if the event of higher customer activity is taking place. What I mean by that is we're eventually going to get a whole bunch of new users back in 2017. There were so many people trying to create a Binance account, to the point they were even selling Binance accounts for several $1,000s, because at that time, new customer accounts were being very limited. Yes, it was pretty crazy back in 2017. Now, since we're done with this PowerPoint right here, I'll leave the links to the article and the CEO's account down below in the description. So my personal experience in crypto, I've been in crypto, I first heard about Bitcoin in 2013. I was 17 years old at the time, and how I found out about it was the Silk Road. If you guys may have not known what the Silk Road is, what it was, a lot of people use that site to buy and sell drugs, sometimes even organs. And yeah, which is pretty crazy. The wild west of crypto in the early days. I personally went on that site just to see what it was about. I do not recommend anyone going on to sites of that nature. I'm not responsible for that. It was really interesting how they transacted in Bitcoin, and to avoid using the US dollar, which was pretty unique. Let alone all that stuff was illegal, or is illegal. And then also found out that Mt. Gox, around that time, around 2014, they walked out with customer funds. And ever since then, I've been really interested in the crypto space. I've learned a lot about Bitcoin. I cannot stop talking about it. I talk about it with my coworkers, my family, and they pretty are annoyed about it. I bought my first Bitcoin back in 2017 when it was roughly over $1,000, and panic sold and pretty much lost everything at the time. That's what happens, what greed does to you. But I've learned so much since then, and I'm coming back stronger than ever. Literally, guys, whatever questions you have if it comes to regarding private keys or setting up an exchange, or how to secure your wallets, your paper wallets, your web wallets, or just your crypto in general, have no fear. Be sure to ask away. And if I do not have the questions, I'll look for the answer, and I'll get back to you guys. What I'll do is I'll answer you guys' questions if you guys have any. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like brain dead right now. I kind of had a long day at work, but yeah, guys, it just pretty much wraps this video up. If I've confused you guys, because I know at sometimes I'm all over the place. If I haven't answered any questions, or if you didn't get the message across this video, be sure to comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys. I will like feedback. I look forward to uploading more videos during the week. I've been lagging lately due to work and my exhaustion from work. But yeah, guys, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. And I'll probably upload a video before the weekend. And yeah, guys, take care, stay safe, and also, not your keys, not your coins. Be sure to have them in your own possession. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.